What's good? This is Trey, and the topic of this video is how to touch a girl in the daytime. All right. The reason I'm making a video like this is because, the daytime, touching a girl in the daytime is a lot different than how touching a girl in the nighttime, like in a club or a bar, right? Club or a bar, you can get a lot more physical. You can get away with a lot more. In the daytime, you have to be more calibrated because if you're not, you can find yourself in some trouble. Right. So in the daytime, the whole point of touching a woman is just to show her that you are into her and that you're not afraid to get physical. But at the same time, it demonstrates social intelligence and your ability to be aware of what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. Right. So in the daytime, there's a couple ways you can touch a girl without being violating. Right. So the first way is obvious, right? Like if you're gonna introduce yourself, you put your hand out, right? Like so you say, hey, I thought you were pretty cute or whatever. Want to come and say hi? My name's Trey. Or hey, I just saw you. I was walking over there and I just saw you. I thought I'd come and say hi real quick. You have a nice sense of style or whatever, right? Or I like your hair. Okay, and then you say, my name's Trey, right? Or my name's whatever. So that's the first way. Now, when she shakes your hand, you can decide, right, if you want to just do a regular handshake, or you can like hold on a little bit longer and make a comment, like say, "Oh, is that a ring?" Like, or like make us a comment about her ring, like, "Oh, that's a nice ring. Where'd you get it?" or whatever. Assuming it's not a wedding ring, right? If it's a wedding ring, you probably wouldn't want to point that out. But so you hold her hand. So a nice ring or a nice bracelet or a nice watch, whatever. Or you could say, oh, wow, you got a firm grip, almost stronger than mine or whatever, right? Hold on a little bit longer, whatever, and then let go. When you open her, like when you approach her, if she seemed like very like smiling and like really into it, like almost to the point where you could just tell she kind of finds you attractive in some sense, maybe you can shake her hand and just like hold on to it. I don't really do that as much, but it's something you can do, right? You kind of shake her hand, hold on to it, and then you keep talking and just see how long she holds on, right? So it's like a test you can do. I don't really do it so much. I don't really like doing it, but you can, it is something that can be done, right? And then obviously if you hold on to it, you're not holding on like tight, like won't let her go. You're like, hold on to it. And then if she lets go, she lets go. Or if she leaves it there, that's a sign of interest. Anyway, so that's something you can do in the daytime. Another thing you can do, talking to her, whatever, learn how to palm read. Like look it up on Google and learn how to palm read, or learn some kind of routine. Like I know this thing where it's like this thing where she has rings. If she has a ring on her finger, or if she doesn't, I know something about ancient Greek mythology, like something that has to do with the Greek gods and how the Greek gods like relate to your ring, your finger, and what ring you wear on your finger. I know like a little routine on that, so I'll use that, and it gives you opportunity to touch her hand. Like you could be like, oh, so this finger means this, right? So that's another way. Another way is a high five. Like she says something cool, like oh yeah, I just saw that movie, I thought it was great. Oh, I saw that movie too. High five, right? High five. A hug can be acceptable in the day, but it's kind of like it has to make sense, right? I would like, if I'm gonna hug a girl in the day, it would either come from a place of we were really having a good, like the conversation was a good vibe, and I kind of I set some form of a romantic frame, like I've said something or communicated in a way where it's obvious that I'm entering a romantic way, and she has accepted that frame, meaning she hasn't rejected or objected to it. In a case like that, I may go for a hug, right? And me typically, like a hug, I would only go for a hug. It had to make sense. Like if she said, like, oh yeah, something happened and my puppy died or something. I said, oh, your puppy died. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll hug her, right? Or you know what I mean? Like there has to be a reason for me to go for the hug, and it's like a quick little side hug. It's not like a serious like whatever, right? Those are the main ones in the daytime. Those are the main ones. I mean, let's say she agrees to like an instant date. Like I say, hey, I'm actually headed to coffee shop or donut shop or whatever. you should come with me. And if she says yes, then I'll go like this, right? But I'll do it in a way where she could clearly see my hand or whatever. She can decide, right? If she says no, if she doesn't go for it, she'd be like, oh, you trying to hold hands already? You're like, oh, you know, I'm a pretty romantic guy, right? You just don't react. Like, you just act like it's no big deal or something you always do or something that's normal to you, right? But if she does hold your hand, then good. Hold your hand and then you go. Kissing in the daytime, kissing can happen. Kissing is more of like if she agrees to an instant date and then the vibe is good and everything, you can go for a kiss in the daytime, no problem. If she doesn't go for it, then you just back off, act like nothing happened, keep talking, maybe go for it again. What else? Yeah, I mean, those are pretty much the main things that I've seen that are acceptable in the daytime as far as physical contact. And the whole point of touching a girl is really just to demonstrate that you do not see her as a platonic friend, person that you want to have a friendship with. You see her as a potential romantic interest. And so you demonstrate that through touching her. Like if you were to not touch her at all, it would it could come off as, is he afraid of me, or is he not like a man, or what's going on here? You know, you don't want her to start thinking stuff like that. So that's why you want to have different ways that you could touch her, so at least she can get familiar with you touching her, and she can start seeing you as, okay, this is, you know, when he touches me, it doesn't feel awkward or anything. It's calibrated. He's not like socially dumb or anything. Okay, cool guy. So that's kind of the advice on how to touch a girl in the daytime. All right. So if you're a guy and you are struggling in your dating life and you would like some help, whether it's something specific to this video or just need some help in your dating life in general, go ahead and send me a private message. Let's see if we can have a quick conversation, find out what you need to do to start achieving your goals in your dating life. Thanks for watching. Peace.